Hi there, I'm Bill Cherry, and I'm a financial advisor here in Dallas. It's an interesting story, really. I started out thinking I was going to be an English teacher. In fact, I've written for years as a sideline. And during summer break one time between graduate school and so forth, I got a quick job at a bank. And all of a sudden, I learned for the very first time, it was very revealing to me that I understood money and how it works and how it all fits together better than most people, far better than most people, actually. And so over the years, I have spent my time learning and studying and whatever economics and that sort of thing that has to do with money. The trick of money is that it is not an event. When you do something with a dollar bill, for an example, it creates a series of events. Okay? You got the dollar bill, you took it to the drugstore, let's say, for an example, and bought some bubble gum. And the guy at the drugstore used part of that money to pay his rent, salaries, and so forth. There again, the money now may be down to each person got 2 cents, but they still spend it themselves on something else, add it with more money. And so the idea that it doesn't make a whole lot of difference if people are out of a job as long as it's not you is total nonsense. You not only have hurt them where they can't have their lives free and comfortable, but you have also, at the same time, caused the people that they would have spent their money with to suffer as well. This is a simple fact. And the idea that the Senate and the House cannot get together quickly and fund money into the economy to people who will spend money. Okay, that's where it needs to go. It needs to go with people who will spend money, not somebody's going to save it. That does nothing for anybody. So to fund the banks, for an example, with a bunch of extra money doesn't do any good, particularly in that you're loaning it out and you expect it back. And granted, they're paying salaries and that sort of thing with the money. I don't disagree with that at all. But I'm concerned that we're now getting ready to approach the election. We've been in this pandemic since March. Many people have no job, or they have limited income coming in. Most have borrowed whatever they could from their relatives or friends or from banks or extended their credit cards. None of that is good. By taking the money from those people and putting it in their pockets and using it, they have in effect caused those people not to spend the money as well. So here's the problem. The latest is that the two houses have pretty much decided they don't want to mess with all this until after the election. Every day that this goes unnoticed and uncorrected and unaddressed exponentially causes the economy to reach further and further forward in causing a recession. The longer it goes, the larger the recession will be. That's simple. So whoever gets the party nomination and wins the presidency and all the other people that are involved in this sort of thing, if this is not corrected immediately, we'll be facing a disaster that they will have, in fact, created. If you need some help with your financial situation, whatever it may be, I'm the guy. I've done this for so many years, 50 as a matter of fact, and I'm very conservative, and so consequently, some of my stuff that I suggest is contrary to those who are making a commission out of selling you stuff. I'm not one of those. I work for a fee. You pay me a fee, I tell you what to do, you do whatever you want to do. If you don't like that idea, great with me. But nevertheless, at least in my heart, I know I told you what would happen. I'm Bill Cherry. I'm in Dallas. My company is called Park Avenue Wealth Advisors, LLC. I also have for many years gone under sort of the kooky title, William S. Cherry, and no company. And there's no company because the only person is me. No secretary, no market analysis done by some guy, none of that. I do it all. So when you are mad at me, you're mad at me, not mad at, oh, I'm sorry I made a mistake. It was old Sarah over there that got the numbers wrong. No, you don't have any of that. That's pretty good. Thanks again. Nice talking to you. I hope that I've helped you some today. Please get with your representatives and your senators and tell them that it is important. It is next to the worst importance that we could have for them not to get this stuff settled as far as the additional money put into the economy through unemployed workers and that sort of thing, and also the stores. Can you imagine Lord and Taylor is now out of business? 100-and-something-year-old store didn't make it. That should be signal enough that something is drastically wrong. Thanks again, Bill Cherry.